there's a YouTuber that I listen to, and I've been listening to him for several years now. And I'm telling you, man, his content is gone from okay to great. I mean, his content is awesome, and his name is O'Shea Duke Jackson. And he did a video recently of talking on two of his channels. He has two channels, Kingala, because he's somewhere in South Africa, even though he's somewhere in Africa, even though he is from, I think, California or something like that, or Oakland or something like that. But he was doing a video talking about what value do black men bring to other black men, because see, we live in a day and age where, people are trying to consistently get over. And it even happens to me where people will call up, right? And they'll want information, but they're not doing anything. They want to waste your time. And, the more and more you go on in life, and the more successful that the more success that you experience, the more progressive that you become, the more and more you appreciate your time. And you literally begin to despise people who waste your time, because one of the things that you cannot get back, because see, I can make money. I can make money. I can get certain things back. A lot of things in life are pretty much replaceable. But one thing you cannot get back is your time. And it's a sad thing to see so many people that have so much damn time to waste. The unreliability of people today. People are just flat out unreliable. I experienced something today early, I just not confirmed. One of my largest clients yet, and doing a task. And, when you're building a business, and I've spoken about this in previous videos, that in contracting work, good help is hard to find because people don't want to work, and people don't want to work with this. They want to get paid. They want to see the money, but they don't want to work with this. They want something for nothing. In this day and age, we definitely have an entitlement mentality going on. And so what we're experiencing more and more, what we're saying, just not across the board when it comes to carpentry work, but just across the board, people just don't want to work. They want something for nothing. People are becoming more and more unreliable, unpredictable. It's sad to see. And unfortunately, one of the challenges are when you are getting out there and you're building something, anything, you need to surround yourself with reliable people, because see, at this point in my time in my business, I have my wife. She's been an excellent support structure in assisting me in building my business, i.e., doing the invoices, following up with things, making certain appointments, things of that nature. But when you get to a certain level, you're going to hit a ceiling. I'm hitting a ceiling, and in order to break through that ceiling, I'm going to need assistance, whether it's an apprentice or an additional help. And I experienced something that is just very frustrating, where, I gave a directive to somebody, and they said that they was going to fulfill it, and they said that they can do it, and at the last minute, they turned around, and they were not able to execute on the task, not because they did not get clear instructions, but because they didn't do their own due diligence in making sure all of the details were figured out. And it's very frustrating because, see, when you're dependent on people, and it's okay to depend on people, because, again, when you're building something, you're going to have to depend on people. I was speaking with another elder, months ago, and he was suggesting this Asana app where, you can give tasks. It's a free app where it's like Monday, where you can assign different tasks to different people. And even I've used this app with brethren before and it still failed. Why? Because if people don't have the motivation to work, if people are not in their right mind to work, you can use all sorts of apps. You can be as granular as you can. And it's sad that, you have to be granular with people today. You just can't expect somebody just to execute on a task. Close the gate. Open the gate. Close the gate behind you. Put the latch on. I mean, I've had to get granular to this level and putting up signs on my lane. What folk that has been there? Open the gate. Close the gate. Put the chain on. Told them dozens of times. I mean, it's a shame. Posted pictures. But if you got people, again, people ain't right in the brain. People they're just not, people are just not reliable today. They're not stable. And it's sad to see. Y'all help us. I mean, there's going to have to be some divine intervention going on in this day and age. I fully understand and I'm aware that you're going to need a team to take it to the next level and build, especially the projects that I'm looking to do. But it's harder and harder to find people that are of sound mind. It's a damn shame. It really is. But we're going to keep after it regardless. We're going to keep on pressing on. But, again, and it's becoming more and more rare, but make sure you surround yourself with people that are reliable, that are dependable, that you can expect them to execute on a task, and they know what they're doing, and they know how to execute. You ain't got to follow up and follow behind them. It's becoming increasingly rare to find people that fit in that category. It really is. And again, this is just not a me issue. This is an issue that a lot of people are experiencing worldwide. This is why it's so important that, I personally feel as though when you find people with these traits and these characteristics, they're unreliable, they're inconsistent, they're double-minded, you can't depend on them, but they want you to depend on this. See, this is the crux of it. They expect you to be dependable, but they can't be dependable themselves. They expect you to be consistent, but they themselves are not consistent at all. Hey, people expect more out of others than they are capable of producing themselves. This is true. This is true. I've heard this statement. This bizarre behavior is deeply embedded in the subconscious of mankind, and I don't think y'all can even get it out. It's just that bad in this day and age. Where can you find reliable people? It's a damn shame. But we'll press on. We'll get after it. Nonetheless, you got to keep a positive mental attitude. You got to keep a positive spirit regardless of what's going on, because, clearly I can press a business forward. Clearly I can develop things. My ability is not in question. And I'm not going to have my ability in question. What's in question is folk today that are just, the elevator stops at floor 3 in a 10-story high-rise apartment. Hey, you be blessed. Shalom.